See, investment decisions are always driven by emotions. There are three dominant emotions which will come into picture. First one is your hope, greed, and the fear. In the previous sessions, we have talked about biases in investment decisions. The first one we have talked about availability of heuristic, confirmation bias, familiarity bias, herd mentality, and the loss aversion. So today in this session we are going to talk about two more behavioral biases. The first one is overconfidence. So because of overconfidence, you tend to start believing in your abilities and judgments that you are the best among the rest all, and because of that you tend to lower your guard, and then you feel that whatever you are doing is absolutely correct, but the reality could be something different. Now one example that I want to give you here is an example that a student is studying only few chapters out of entire syllabus, believing that only those will come in the exam, but the reality could be something different. See, because of the confirmation bias, you tend to believe that further research is not required. This is one of the behavioral biases that we have seen in the investor's mind. The other biases is recency bias. So recency bias is the impact of latest events that influences our investment decisions. Now, for example, to understand this recency effect is, let's take an example. Let's say that 3 days there is a hot weather is there, and all of a sudden you start believing that winter is over, and in immediately after that again the cold wave comes in for the next week. So because of the recency bias, you get influenced by the latest events which are happening, and that will impact your decision on investments. Now the real enemy is not the market actually. The real enemy is understanding this behavioral biases, and this behavioral biases will help you determine what kind of a personality you are, and what influences the decision, whether you are a saver, whether you are a spender, or whether you are an investor. So let's make the right kind of efforts in understanding these behaviors so that we can take the desired action. So thank you so much. I hope all the behavioral biases as investment, you have gone through it. Let me just summarize it once more. Our emotions are always come into picture when we talk about investments. We also need to know about the behavioral biases. One is the availability of heuristic, confirmation bias, familiarity bias, herd mentality, and the loss aversion, and overcome overconfidence and the recency effect. So know this all biases very well, understand your personality, and make that right kind of efforts and take the right decisions with respect to your investments. Thank you so much. Thank you all.